Hello everyone, thank you for joining. I am Jisary and I welcome you to my channel where I do all different kinds of creative content. The moment is upon us. The moment so many people waited for. We all thought this will never happen, but we were wrong. Hollow Knight Silksong will finally release in less than 1 day. Less than 24 hours and the game will be out. Finally! Stay calm everyone. The last day of waiting is often the worst. So, to shorten the waiting times for everyone, I thought I'd do the same as I did in the beginning of the year and draw something Hollow Knight related. Specifically a more human-like Hornet in my style. The link to the other Hollow Knight video I made is in the description. Maybe it helps as well, getting you through the last 24 hours. I already made some thumbnails with pencil and decided for this one. So I don't fully start from scratch this time. In my other Hollow Knight video, my focus was on the human character design. And even though I want to give Hornet also a human touch at least, I wanted to actually create an illustration this time. Not with a focus on the character design, but on the atmosphere and the vibe. In my head, I wanted the picture to feel like Hornet is about to start her adventure. A bright future lies ahead of her and she gathers herself, her spirit, one last time before her journey begins. I thought this is a neat little metaphor for waiting for the release day until you are finally able to venture into the world of Silksong. So, let's see if it will turn out that way, shall we? Hornet is a very slender and slim character. For the human approach, I wanted to keep that aspect of her, but adjust the proportions a little to reflect a more realistic version of slenderness. I kept her white skin, and for hair I gave her a very thin but long ponytail. I think it matches her vibe. The dress is like it is in her design, but a little longer to match the adjusted proportions. And I gave her boots with heels, fitting her style and, again, making her look slimmer. And I oversized her weapon a little bit. This is less for design and more for composition reasons. As weapons are very important for the characters in the game, I wanted her to appear as if she connects with it. She knows she needs to rely on it for the journey ahead. For the background, I wanted to keep it simple, as usual, but I still wanted to have it add to my idea of the vibe. I decided to go for big thorny vines that build something like a gate in front of Hornet. Beautiful and dangerous, just as our character and the world she lives in. Plus, it fits the game, as Hollow Knight had a lot of nature, flowers and so on as part of their environments. Well, and this concludes all the thoughts around the composition and the vibes I had. To be honest, I didn't know at all how I wanted to color the piece. The Hollow Knight character designs are quite simple, with few colors and not many details, so I thought to keep it that way and color it very flatly. But while I started coloring like that, I really didn't like it. I didn't want to make it too busy either though. After drawing the shadows, I decided to go for a very simple shading of the character and rather go for a more complex overall lighting situation. While coloring, I decided also to give her a strong backlight. Well, or front light, as she's standing with her back to us. Originally I wanted to make it a front shot. Then I saw that the hand on the sword was the wrong one. I made her left hand into the right hand, which looked a little bit creepy. I first wanted to just fix the hand, but then I thought that the shot makes way more sense from the back. It makes way more sense for the idea, so I quickly fixed everything else to match Hornet from the back, facing towards the gate, ready for the adventure. And then I decided to go fully overboard with the lighting, but it was so much fun to play around with it. I am currently also practicing using more patterns and textures. My illustrations look a little too clean and plain for my taste, so I am in the process of finding the right balance for me in that regard. Which is quite the process. So, what are you looking forward to the most when the game releases? My favorite part of the game is the style and atmosphere. I love their character designs, graphic style, and the environments. And the soundtrack, of course, it's really great. And the game is just so polished. The balancing needed a lot of tweaking over the years, but I don't think I ever encountered a bug in Hollow Knight. Are you happy that they announced it so short notice? Or would you have liked to have some more preparation time? I have seen that many games moved their release dates because of it. Even games that are not even remotely within the same genre. Really interesting when something like that happens. One of the games I am waiting for a long time now, it's called The Little Witch in the Woods, was finally getting its full release in September, but they moved it for Silksong as well. Bummer. Well, they moved it only 2 weeks, so not too bad. However, now it is very close to Borderlands 4. Dang. There are really all the games coming out in the second half of this year. And I haven't even started playing Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar yet. Chill out, game developers, please. It will likely be completely the same for GTA 6 next year. Let's hope they don't announce their release date only 2 weeks ahead of time. That would be something. I am curious how difficult Silksong will be. I had quite some difficulties playing Hollow Knight. I think it was pretty challenging. But to be fair, I'm not a very good platformer player. I'm good at management and economy-driven games, but the older I get, the worse I get in games that require quick reaction times. This is also the reason why I only play Aram in League of Legends and no ranked anymore. Well, this and the super toxic community. Is there anything you wish they improved on or changed from the first game? Or something you would like to see return? It might be just a very small thing for most people, but I really loved the subway stack. The design and animations of the stack were just so cute. I hope it makes a return. But since Silksong is not located in the same area, it might not. Sad. And what I really hope does not make a return are these annoying flying ranged bugs. The ones that shoot the projectiles that explode when they hit you. God, they were so annoying, especially in a room with many other enemies. I don't want to know how often I died to one of those projectiles after clearing the whole room, except the flying bug. Ah yeah, good times. And with that, my illustration is done. I am ready to start playing, and Hornet is ready to be released into the kingdom of Falun, to start her pilgrimage to the kingdom's peak. What do you think? Did I manage to capture the vibe I was describing in the beginning of the video? I think it does. Looks nice. Not great, but nice. So then, thank you for spending some time with me while we all wait for Silksong to finally arrive. I don't know how I will be able to continue without my daily dose of Silksong release memes, but I think I will manage. Let me know the answers to my questions in the comments, then we can continue discussing the game until the very end. I wish you all so much fun playing the game. If you need more videos to pass the time, check out my other Hollow Knight video or my Silksong short. And when you generally want to see more, consider leaving me a subscription and a like. Good luck everyone. Enjoy the journey, both in-game and the life. Stay healthy and comfy. Until we meet again.